Hello, salut, 안녕하세요.
Okay, hello. Today we're going to be going over just units that the devs of Dokkan just literally said take everything to. These units are almost flawless, perfectly designed units. They come at the perfect spot, they dominate, and they literally look like they came out to counter the game. As such, today we're going to be counting off the top 10 perfect / industry plant units. As always, please note that of course, these lists are carefully calculated through an intense algorithm. And without further ado, let's get on with the list. Let's go. Now, coming in at number 10, we have SGR Cooler. Now, if you weren't playing during Halloween of 2019 on JP, like March of 2020 on Global, like Cooler was a Dokkan Fest leader that the likes of which we had never had before. Where Cooler's entire purpose was to just make the team better, more cohesive, and supercharge the team while being extremely good himself. What made Cooler so good was especially the transformation boost category allies, because most content was single target. There were some, Super Battle Road stages where Terrifying Conquerors were good, but this transformation boost team that he led was the best team in the game, especially once the blue fusions dropped. But even before that, he was just far and away the best UR. Now, in the middle, there is no defense on Super Dogfight, but hey, Cooler it didn't matter for Cooler. He also had an incredibly good transformation condition if you wanted to, transform this guy and, have him not support, but put him on rotation and then just have this guy just buzzsaw through the enemies, because it was 60, 70, 80% of the game was pure or hybrid Saiyans, and he did guaranteed crits and his damage was ludicrous. Plus, he already had a great link set, and then once the link level update came out, his link set got that much better. He kind of just dominated for a year straight. He was incredible. He's going to come in at number 10. Let's move on to number 9. Now, coming in at number 9, it's Physical Vegito Blue. Now, this guy, when he came out, was one of the best units in the game. Best TUR for free. Ended up being better than the anniversary units. He was insane. Also a global first. Essentially, he had additionals, he had counters, which was a thing they were too scared to give Tech Vegito Blue. And this guy's counters, especially once you started stacking them up, you had crits on this guy. The damage, especially if you doubled or triple, or goodness forbid, quad supered, his damage was up there. It is stunning. And plus he was great defensively, provided you got some super attacks. I remember specifically, you could run this guy against the Int gods in the God event, and he would perform very well. I remember doing that myself. Plus, prepared for battle Oven Flash. He's just really good, really great link set, just a supreme design. They did not hold back with this guy like they held back with AGL Super Vegito, and it is so good. He's literally if AGL Super Vegito and Tech Vegito Blue, and flawless. Number 9. And now coming in at number 8.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald
AGL UI Goku, the most noble and supreme form in all the universe, whose radiant glow places him at the pinnacle of all beings in existence, the truly transcendent one, the one above all. It is AGL UI Goku. Come on now. We could talk about his pretty easy counterpart, but we're specifically gonna talk about how he dominated all of 2024. Now, listen, people have come hard on AGL UI Goku as of recently because of all the dodge canceling. They say he's dodge or dodge. I mean, kind of be cooking for me still, as long as dodge doesn't cancel. But now he's recent enough of a unit to where we don't really have to go over everything, but the guaranteed dodge for turn 1, the building up defense with every dodge, the building up dodge chance with every dodge, the massive amounts of crit that he gives himself, the ease of which he gets defense, his revive, the guaranteed turn of dodge after reviving. He's just very, very it's come on, right? And then of course when he first came out, AGL UI Goku was the best unit in the game that entire year. And to the people who think Tech UI Goku versus AGL UI Goku is even comparable, I really I don't understand how you even think that, honestly. AGL UI Goku needed Tech UI against the dodge counter or dodge canceling fights. Yeah, I'll give you that, but he still has a revive. and he still can just dominate without Tech UI last year. Yeah, I mean, that's AJUI Goku. Pretty obvious one, right? I feel like he'll come in at number 8. Let's move on to number 7. Now, coming in at number 7, it is Int LR Gohan, one of the OG best units in the game, just dominant dynamos of the old Dokkan. This guy hit so hard. This is back where people didn't smite you for using items. Like defense, no defense on super attack effects didn't matter. He's got prepared for battle, shocking speed, and he's got a really good key mechanic for the time, and he has the best damage in the game. Kind of enough said, and his super attack effect is literally just his card art moving up and down, and you're dead. The enemy is dead. GG, go next. That's gonna be LR and Gohan. He's gonna come in at number 7. Let's move on to number 6. Now, coming in at number 6, this was really just a stunning drop when they came out. Back for Tanabata of 2022, especially because the 7th anniversary units were by far the best units in the game, and they could get roughed up, like beaten up by the red zone. And these guys dropped, and they didn't struggle at all. They negged every form of content for the rest of the year. Nothing mattered. They were the best unit in the game, probably up until the 8th anniversary. You can say Orange Piccolo, but Orange Piccolo kind of didn't really flourish until 2023, in my opinion. But I mean, come on, they got stacking on their 18 key. They led far and away the best team in the game. This is one of the best leader skills in the game's history. The bond of parent and child category is just massive. They had no restrictions on their intro animation, and their intro animation buff was very good. 5-turn guard and extra defense along with some key. They were so good defensively that getting hit to get defense actually didn't matter. That says a lot right there, honestly, because especially with how 2023 went, And then essentially, while they were locked to slot 1, they could not be hurt in slot 1. They had the guard, they were stacking, they had the super omega brokenly busted active skill, which just gives all allies 20% defense, active skill buff for that turn, guaranteed crits, does some really good damage, plays an awesome animation. And yeah, they dropped when they said, all right, red zone doesn't need to be a struggle anymore. And it wasn't. Literally a copy of these guys at 55% and you could beat every event in the game, bar none. Honestly, you could argue these guys higher, but when I think of an industry plant unit, I think of these guys. Where the devs, the Dokkan devs just give them everything. They're gonna come in at number 6. Let's move on to number 5. Now, coming in at number 5, we have LR Bulma. Now, when I read her details, I was just stunned. I was like, what in the world did they do? I thought she was a must-have unit, even as a yellow coin LR. She was just so disgustingly broken that you would never, ever, ever regret getting her. Even if you had to go 5,000 stones deep for a single copy. Bulma was such a game changer for accounts in 2023. It's insane. How people talk about Steph Curry's gravity, that's what Bulma did. Bulma had that level of gravity. He literally just changed how the entire landscape of fights because of the super broken, just disgusting 37% 3 key that she gave all allies for multiple turns. You just always had it. And then on top of that, she herself was incredibly self-sufficient defensively. She gave herself lots of key. She had guard for 7 turns. She built up damage reduction every turn. She was a nuker. She had guaranteed additional super attacks with 7 or more key spheres, which was relatively easy to get. Not all the time, but you would have it. You get it more than you wouldn't get it, especially because she created her own orbs, as being a rainbow orb changer. She had really good stats, really good defense, did some pretty good damage. Her active skill was just also stunning. More support as if allies still needed it. And then all allies super effective against all types. Full heal as well, because she changed the whole field to SDR and she's a nuker, so she's just gonna full heal you. Literally everything. They gave Bulma everything. Bulma is the Steph Curry of Dokkan. She's gonna come in at number 5. Let's move on to number 4. Now, coming in at number 4, we have just the single, probably most dominant force this game has ever seen, where it's just one continuous run of just sheer unstoppable dominance, and that is LR Kale and Caulifla. When they came out back shortly after the 4th year anniversary, and I believe in April on JP, they were so broken that it was actually stunning. And they got nerfed, right? They got changed to like probably quote unquote got bug fixed, but it was like slightly a nerf. You know, you could say it's a nerf, and they were still far and away the best unit in the game. The 4th year anniversary units, LR Goku and Frieza, it didn't matter. Nothing mattered. They dominated Super Battle Road, and then like about a month after they came out, probably one of the most iconic events in this game's history, the OG Legendary Goku event came out, and far and away, this unit was 10 times better than every other unit in the game in that event. They stacked in the long event meta, which is obviously just amazing, stacking on both super attack effects. They build up dodge chance, they build up ki. They have some of the most impressive damage in the game. They had 2 additional super attacks guaranteed against the hardest fight in the game. They were far and away the best defensive unit in the game while being a top 5 offensive unit in the game. And they literally dominated the entire game for like 9 straight months of just uncontested best unit in the game. No one else was even close. Plus they had a pretty solid leader skill. The team itself was pretty good, even if the stats weren't, but I mean, come on, dude. Just a stunning unit. They're going to come in at number 4. Let's move on to number 3. Now, coming in at number 3, we have Tech Ultimate Gohan. This is just like pure respect for how dominant Tech Ultimate Gohan was for like 2 straight years. Listen, greatly stacking plus guard was simply just too much for Dokkan until massive power creep started to kick in around the 7th anniversary. Tech Ultimate Gohan was still runnable during the Red Zone meta. It's just his teams didn't really get the support they really needed. But, I mean, Tech Ultimate Gohan was very runnable on the LR Int Vegeta and Trunks team. Tech Ultimate Gohan, he dominated short events, he dominated long events, he dominated every event. Super Tech Extreme Super Battle Road unit, you can use his team to literally just slaughterize the event. Legendary Goku event, all these long events that were coming out, like the Dragon Ball Super movie, Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, Tech Ultimate Gohan slaughterises. Tech Ultimate Gohan, he's on STR Vegito's team. Like, he has had the longest run of sustained excellence, unlike any unit this game has ever seen. Like, you can throw in like STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, who else? AGL Golden Frieza, units like that, you know, Int Fat Boo, whatever. But Tech Ultimate Gohan, literally like everything revolved around like Tech Ultimate Gohan. Like TURs for like 2 straight years just revolved around Tech Ultimate Gohan. I've seen enough. Tech Ultimate Gohan is better. Number 3. Now, coming in at number 2, we have STR Super Gogeta. Now, this is just like complete, like out of just complete respect for what STR Gogeta was. He is what he is. Great link set for 1st year anniversary Dokkan. Great stats. Super effective against all types, so he couldn't be slowed down by the type disadvantage. Literally all types leader skill, which is crazy to think about. I imagine somebody like today just having an all type 250% to all types leader skill. That's just stunning. Global Dokkan did an evil thing and they lowered rates. Like, enough said. They're going to come in at number 2, but they're not number 1. Coming in at number 1, it is LR Beast Gohan. When this guy came out for the 9th anniversary and I read his details, there was literally only one word that I could even think of to describe him as, and it was perfection. Beast Gohan led far and away the best team in the game. He had great super attack effects. He had 60% damage reduction turn 1. He could have potentially up to 80% by his 2nd turn. He had guaranteed guard always, no matter what. He gets ki with ease. He builds up attack on every hit along with crit chance. He supports all his allies. He has guaranteed additional super attacks. He's got the LR Int Gohan key mechanic. He's got great links. He's got the super broken active skill. They gave Beast Gohan literally everything he could have possibly ever wanted. And while his like complete dominance as the apex predator of the game wasn't as long as like Kalen Khalifa's, and maybe he didn't gap the game quite as hard as Kalen Khalifa, the content difference between back then and 9th year anniversary, the content was actually incredibly hard during the 9th year anniversary. Whereas the OG Legendary Goku event, like, come on, bro, like, be for real. After a couple months, it was like piss easy. Honestly, like day 1, it was still kind of like, really, you know, you just got to get some sacking units. Like a baby version of the Festival of Battles. But the 9th anniversary content was actually extremely difficult. But the reason why it felt easy is because you had Beast. There is not enough glaze I can give a unit named LR Beast Gohan. Named this LR Beast Gohan. It is actually insane. He's prime Michael Jordan and prime LeBron as the same person. He's stunning. It's stunning what they gave Beast Gohan, and he's still incredible to this day. That's going to be LR Beast Gohan. He's going to come in at number 1 and round off my list. Let me know what you thought of my list down below, whether you thought it was perfect, as the algorithm would surely have it so. If you thought somebody was snubbed, or if you think that the order should have been different, but of course, as always, thanks for stopping by.